I'm going to film. I forgot to film it the other night, Jude, because I thought, well, you never know, we might get a little bit of something to put online.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing tonight. So this is Richard and Jude from Hidden by Trees, working on a new song in these COVID times, trying to be as socially distanced as possible. Doing it tonight because tomorrow we go into high alert lockdown and can't get together again. We've only done this once in 5 months, so it's not like it's happened all the time. But we're at a point, we've been trying to do the song, build the song kind of. Jude came in and tracked some guitars initially, and then we tried to build the drum tracks by Ben sending us video ideas in. I put some vocals on it the other day, taking some words from Jude, and it's now at a point where we've kind of got to go back and rework a few things so that you can kind of see where the song's going now.
Yeah.
So we can now get it going. We're kind of virtual jamming.
Yeah.
Trying to build it virtually, which a lot of bands are doing now. So it's a very it's the way you have to do it. So it's not something we're any of us are overly we haven't really been together over this whole time since March. So it's not.
So it's quite exciting, really.
It is
actually, yeah.
But it's not something I take lightly,
No.
But I feel like we've got to try and move forward with these things. So let's see what happens. So I made some notes last night.
Oh, cool.
What we're doing? Where's my notes?
Yeah, I've got a few little recordings.
So.
Potential stuff. But
Because I feel what you were talking about in the text.
Yeah, I was thinking it's something we can just.
I was really kind of like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
because that whole, again, when we recorded it the first time, and even through to the drums until basically you sent me the vocal idea.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what we were classing as the parts.
No.
And obviously, when I sang it the other day, some of the parts started to define themselves a little bit more. And started, so one of the things, I haven't re-sung it yet because whatever, but the octavey bit, I actually sang Phoenix from Sand.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking, actually, I should probably sing We Will Rise.
Yeah.
I think we will rise. We will rise.
Yeah.
And that could be the song.
Yeah, because the Phoenix from Sand, you're saying that in the.
And then, because obviously I just sang that in the midsection as well.
Yeah.
And it all kind of works. But it started to define itself now. No. So, when I said to you the other day about the octave bit out of the intro, I felt that my issue with it now is that it just felt like there was a repetition.
This part, the
Yeah. So, when it comes in and I sing on it, I'm like, knocks it out of the park, brilliant.
Yeah.
And of course, that's the outro section as well. It's based around that whole thing.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, well, we've got plenty of times to bring that in and show the listener. And have the listener hear it.
Yeah.
At the beginning, it just felt a bit like play the free riffs verse.
Because we're getting into show,
so I felt like it needed to go from that intro down. Yeah, but it felt like I did try and just chop it.
Yeah.
But it felt like we needed to have a bridge of some sort.
Right.
It felt like there was like a transition into that somehow. and we should save the octaves, because then the octaves is a new part to be discovered.
Yeah.
I think we should go. I've put it in here. I think it should go. We should have it at least twice before the midsection.
Yeah, because I think it's what I quite like about it, just as regardless of where it is. I think it's I love all the build on it, especially.
Yeah. That's what I mean. The two parts to it, I love it.
Yeah.
And I think we could have it twice before the midsection.
Yeah.
But of course, coming out of the midsection, going into that bit, which then evolves into the outro.
Yeah.
So to me, you've got plenty of time for the listener to love that riff. But I think putting it on the top of the song
straight away,
it just felt a little bit like, the kind of
let's get all the riffs
chorus riffs, and then let's play them again.
But it's
with
more
the
in the
vocals.
case of let's just get these riffs down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, to me, it feels like we should have that intro riff. Again, I'm at loggerheads with whether this is what we'll maybe have a look at. I'm at loggerheads as to whether it should go into the tom section in the intro as well.
Yeah.
So maybe come in, the double bass section.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the double bass drum section, there's a new something,
right,
a new bridge,
yeah.
which puts us into and then off we go. Introduce the chorus, We Will Rise, the octaves. Maybe another run through, slightly shortened, whatever.
Yeah.
Again with the vocals, there was a slight nuance in the way you could sing it. And then and then into the midsection. I've also got, so again, no octaves saved till later, got lots of them. And we'll have a listen to it. It's whether we save the toms for when we're actually vocalising. So I don't know whether it needs the toms at that section. Whether it should be a bit more in your face as the intro, and the toms is a nice twist as it becomes a vocal part.
All right, cool, yeah.
Again, I'm just throwing stuff out.
Yeah.
Main body return to octaves again before mid. So that'd be like two kind of octaves before mid. Like I say, I'd love to try We Will Rise with that same vocal intonation.
Yeah.
But just sing We Will Rise.
Yeah.
Mid section, I feel we could get away with doing a second run through the mid distortion.
Ooh,
the low distortion part.
Which one?
So the first
riff. You talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel there could be two vocal parts. Two and then two.
Yeah.
So I feel like we could double that basically.
Yeah.
Because I really like the harmonies I came up with. And then the obviously the lead, I've got that down, a possible second section, which you were talking about anyway, which is perfect. And then we go back into again, I was trying to build something. I don't think it particularly works. I was just trying to build something on the computer with what I had. But some kind of bridge, but maybe a second, or we'll tidy up that lead break part. And that'll then bridge back into the octaves, and then we'll again. I think we can find a better way of transitioning it into the end section.
It might just reveal itself a little bit, like the middle, like the. So. Obviously you've got this going now, and then so that does those for a couple. But I was thinking behind it, you could have that going on. It could be going.
Got you.
And it goes in.
You've had the same idea as me then, because I thought of two things. One
and that
which
could swap from the other.
Yeah. Well, one thing I had was that you actually, at the moment, the way it's kind of played here is it's one side, the guitar on the right plays it and the riff, and the other side just plays the chords. Part of me felt both guitars should play the chords, and the lead should be in the middle.
Yes, yeah.
So it's a bit more fatter.
Yeah. But I feel like that could be the intro to the lead, because I was thinking behind the, I got some stuff I'm messing around with as well. I have to do it on the lead on a standard strung guitar, so we could do that.
That's fine.
That was just
but you've had the same idea as me, which was basically at a point I wondered whether you could take a progression to the chord sequence, which is what you said there.
Yeah.
So the idea was like lead 2, or whether it's you or Paul, is I like the idea of still having a dual lead break. You and Paul. So at some point you felt like, take it to chords behind it, get rid of, maybe, we class that as the kind of structured lead. Going in, and then that transposes into a lead, maybe.
Yeah.
So we may maybe keep the juju.
Yeah.
And then the second lead can go into full thrasher.
Yeah, I think so, behind it, and then but that'll be the backbone to the
That's what I mean. Yeah. So if you did it where you keep just the double stab on each root note.
I was thinking actually, with this, I can't remember what we did originally, but it goes. I think the second guitar would be going, and then it works quite well doing this kind of. I noticed on the thing because I'm doing this like. So again, and then.
So open the chords.
Yeah, this is
nice.
building it.
Okay.
And then and this chord works quite well there.
Yeah. Well, you can play chords that you can't normally reach.
Yeah, because it's weird tune.
No, but you've had the same idea.
Yeah. Well,
and then basically it's trying to bridge that back into the octaves.
Yeah.
And then just again working on, I just kind of.
I feel like it could work with those octaves. Because it's up there with the pace as well, Go to the toms or something.
Well, that's what I mean. We just need to work on that transition.
Yeah.
I'm happy now that Ben's put his drum parts down that we can build something drum wise now.
Yeah.
That I can take to Ben and say, if you want to embellish this, brilliant. But I'm happy enough now to know what Ben's ideas are.
Yeah.
And I'm not just going to, tonight I don't want to just put guitarists down and say, Ben, think of something. I want to show, this is what we're thinking of. If you want to play with the drum beat, fine.
Yeah.
But I want to come out of tonight with...
the structure.
Yeah, the structure, not just
guitars.
we
can do that,
Cool. So...